Okay, Wealth Wisdom Wednesday, just checking out some of the property here to see what's going on with some of the work that I had to leave. And I had patched this up probably about a couple weeks ago. Flip the camera. Let me show you what's going on here with this. So this crack was really bad. It was all the way at the top by the walkway, and the water was penetrating this entire wall. This entire thing got cracked up. Let me zoom out a little bit. And it is pretty much dry. It takes about 28 days for this to really cure to the absolute hardest, and this is never going to come out, literally. There is some sanding that needs to get done here. Obviously I didn't sand it because I had left it, but I just wanted to give you an update of what's going on here. I had done this crack at the top. You could see the wall shifted, and when I was putting it in, the mortar, the concrete, it started raining, so you could see why it's been running off. But it's okay as long as I got a little something there. You can see right there it's still wet. I don't know why. It's probably coming on the top, so we have to take a look at that. So let's flip the camera over again and I'll just talk to you through this process. This asset produces income. This asset will produce income whether if I'm able to work it or not. There's a managing company that takes care of this thing for me. I hire them and I manage them, and I lead them, and I tell them what to do and what not to do. And that's pretty much the easiest way to explain that process. However, you need to be a great leader. Leadership is a really important skill that you need to have. And let's just take a look at the top here while I'm up here before I start rambling. You could see it's set really nice. Really nice, because what's happening is right here the water is going in and penetrating down by the wall and going into the wall, and then that's why all the cracks are happening. Same thing over here on this side. So concrete is not a waterproof sealer. All I'm doing is structurally making it sound, and then we're gonna waterproof this entire decking. Let's walk through here so I can show you some of these other pieces that I patched up. This is patched up here. Probably just needs a little bit of skim coat because it's settled a little bit. That's normal. This was horrible. You could tell it settled and it cracked a little bit. And that's okay because it's gonna crack because this was going straight through. You could still see some of the backer board there that I have to take out. That's how bad it was. It was going all the way straight through. So what we'll do is we'll skim coat this and should be good. Let's see this one here. This one looks really good too. You can see it's a little dark in those areas because it was really deep. So it's still drying. It's gonna take a little while for that thing to dry. Over here, outside here, it was really bad. It's drying. I did this one too. This one was really horrible as well. It's cracking just a little bit, and that's because this walkway is gonna vibrate a little bit. It's supposed to vibrate, supposed to move. Let me just show you what it looks like before I patch it up. This is the before. You see how bad this is? This is horrible. So that's what it looks like before. Here's another one here. I'll show you it. So what you need to do is really clean this whole thing out, power wash it, or clean it out, make sure all those holes are clean, and then you fill it up with concrete. And that's that. So this asset, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna finish up this walkway, sand it down, then we're gonna put a nice concrete sealer on top of it and do a concrete finishing paint. I'm not sure if I'm gonna hire somebody to do it or I will do it. I'll figure that part out when I get there, but I will definitely get some quotes from some concrete resurfacers to help me figure out what's the best product and the pricing to do this job. If you don't know the work, hire contractors to come out there and quote you the work. Get at least 3 or 4 bids. They're gonna have their materials and their scope of work and how they're gonna do it and when they're gonna do it and the process. Pick their brains. They're your greatest resources. My first flip, I hired all of these people to come and quote the work to do the work for me, and I picked their brains and I learned everything that they knew, and then I went in and did the work myself. It's called being resourcefulness. You don't need a college degree. You don't need a license. You don't need years and years of experience. You don't need the right tools. You just need some effort, and you just gotta try. Okay, you'll be surprised how many people don't even try because they feel like they need to get a degree, they need to have education, they need to have somebody to approve of them, they need whatever, their friends to be there, their co-workers to encourage them, whatever. People don't try. You gotta just get out there and you gotta try. And everybody's a resource around you, so don't be afraid to ask questions, ask for help, get the right people, the right teams, learn from those people. It's just all about learning and using teams to help you to do what you need to do. Buying this property, it took a whole new level of teams, whole new level of skills, whole new level of friendships and networks and support groups and all that stuff in order for me to get to new levels and to buy this property and to maintain it as well. But first I had to take myself there so I can be able to lead all of those teams. And if you can't take yourself there by just learning and studying and being resourceful with your resources, you will never get there. But first, before you even start spinning your wheels and working really hard, know what it is that you want to do. Really know in your heart what you want to do, because it's not going to be a swipe right, swipe left, swipe, and then you get to your success. It is a lot of damn hard work. It took me about, let's see, I started remodeling in 2015. So 5 years to get to this level where you own apartment communities, not just single family homes, apartment communities. That's what I own now. And if you want to get to that level and never have to work a day of your life because you need the money, then do what I do. All right, love you guys, live free, live amazingly.